Hello, my little nipples. So I know what you're thinking. What? Gray/purple hair? Ho ho ho. Yeah, I dyed it. And so today I thought, hey, let's give you some tips on how to dye unnatural hair, because some people fuck it up real bad, and that makes me so annoyed. You know what I mean? They have patches everywhere, and it's kind of like the roots aren't right, and it just looks really bad. I'm going to help you, because that's what I like to do, help people. If you have blonde hair, then it may work very well. But if you are like me and have naturally dark hair, then that's kind of a problem. My hair is probably the darkest it'll ever be. It's like basically black. Not black. More like a dark brown. Really dark brown. And so it was really hard for me to dye it because my hair is so dark. The kind of hair dye I use to lighten my hair, I don't fully know the name of it, but it has this girl on it that has short hair, I'm pretty sure. I got it from Publix, well, my sister did, because she dyes my hair. And it says it's actually for really dark hair to turn blonde. And it's actually really useful. Like, it doesn't really damage your hair that much, and it comes with a conditioner that makes your hair more softer after you wash it out and stuff, and it's just really great. And it makes your hair really light depending on your hair color. Like, if you're just a blonde but you want it like white blonde, then it will definitely do it white blonde. But if you're like me and have really dark hair, you'll have to take like steps. You'll have to dye it first and then wait like probably a month, and then re-dye it again, because you don't want to end up damaging your hair really bad. Now, some people dye their hair well, but they don't know how to keep it in for a long amount of time. It all depends on how many times you wash your hair. Yep, I know. You're probably like, oh, I have to wash my hair like once a week? Yeah. Not that bad. If you go to Walmart or Target, buy one of these little babies, put them on your head. Works so well. I had a white one, but all I can find is this one. But it doesn't really matter. They come in packs of 3. It really works. Like, I'm not even just saying that. It actually really works well. The only problem is the only thing that would get wet is like roots down here or something. Everything else is like perfectly dry, as long as you put your hair up in a bun before you put that on, because then it's just a lot more easier to sort your hair out. Another thing is, when I wash my hair, I wash it 2 times a week, but I take showers every day thanks to this. And I also use Herbal Essence Color Me Happy, which is a color safe conditioner. I don't use shampoo because it makes the hair come out, not hair, but the color of the hair come out more faster, and yeah. So if you have really any color safe conditioner would be good. I just use Herbal Essence because the bottle looked pretty, and so I was like, oh, pretty, but yeah, it works really well. And I normally only have to re-dye my hair due to my roots, not even like fadedness, and even if my hair does fade, it looks well. Like with my orange hair, it kind of faded into a yellowish orange, which looked really nice, and then with my pink hair, it looked alright. It was kind of like a salmon when it faded. It wasn't that good, but it was still like decent. And so yeah. Another thing is, when you are drying your hair, I guess you could say, or trying to brush it, get one of these. These will save your lives. Like, no joke. These are for, like, you're brushing it, but you don't go, like, all the way in there with it. You kind of just lightly do it, so then it can easily get out the knots if you're going... Like, I used it last night because I had to pre-lighten my hair because my roots were showing again before I dyed this, and then I brushed this as I was... Well, my sister did. Whoops. But she used this as she was blow drying my hair, and it really helped get knots out without, like, pulling out all of your hair and stuff. But yeah. The hair dyes that I recommend are Special Effects, Pravana, and /or Manic Panic. I haven't used Manic Panic. No, I haven't. I don't really... For some reason, I don't trust it. I don't know why. Because I've seen people that have used it, and it's like, their hair is absolutely gorgeous. But I just don't trust it for some reason. Also, when you buy the unnatural hair color, make sure the reviews are good. Because I have read some reviews that I was about to dye the hair dye, and it looked really, like, it was like, oh, this color will end up really good. but the reviews, people are like, oh, it doesn't last long, only lasts for like a week, it runs, so you got to make sure you don't really have that. What I used for my gray hair, I used Pravana. I think it was like Pravana Vivid or something. I don't know. Google it. Just do Pravana Hair Dye. I wish I could show you, but I threw away the boxes last night, so sorry. But it really works. I read the reviews and everything. It says it lasts for like a really, really long time. And it doesn't really run, so it's like perfect. Now, it is a bit expensive depending on where you get it. And I suggest if you have my length of hair and you are just dyeing it, like you already pre-lightened it and everything, I suggest you buy 2 boxes of it, because although the things are like that long, you need 2 of them. I needed 2 of them, so yeah. Pravana you can only get online, that's the only problem. And it's really expensive depending on where you get it from. Like, I went on the website and it was like $19. I was like, whoa, I'm not rich here. So I went on eBay and just found one for like $12, which is the amount that I paid for special effects. And so I was like, that'll work. Woo! It says in the box that you have to avoid long exposure to sunlight, salt water, and chlorine, which isn't really a problem with me because I never go outside. I know, sad life. But in other cases, some people that are really active in sports or something that want to dye their hair a different color, that will be a problem for them. But you only have to wait like a week or 2, and then you could be out in sunlight. Then you'll be good. I'm just saying, if you are thinking about dyeing your hair before, like, let's say a sport tournament, don't get Pravana, because if it's like right before it, then I don't know what's gonna happen, because I haven't even been like in the sunlight yet, because it was raining. I wanted to see what it looked like in the light, but whatever. So I suggest that you either do use Pravana, but do it really like 2 weeks before your tournament or whatever activity you have to do outside, or just wear a hat maybe and have your hair up. I mean, it's that easy. Another one you could use is what I used to use, but they're really, really hard to get. It's special effects hair dye. Like, literally the hardest thing to get is special effects hair dye. I used that for my pink and my orange hair, but it was so hard to find the same dye to re-dye my hair, which is why I dyed it a different color, because I was like, my hair looks like shit, I don't want it to look like shit, so there. And you have to get really lucky. So if you use special effects hair dye, make sure right when you buy it, if there are a lot more copies of it, like if there's like more than 5, get all of them, because it will be worth it. And then if you want to re-dye your hair that color, then it's like, hey, I already have the hair dye. So the reason why I don't have my orange hair anymore is because whenever I would try to re-dye my hair, they would never have any orange hair dye on sale online. So I was like, oh, well, I'm kind of screwed. So I decided to change hair dyes to Pravana. But if you don't really care about how your roots look, then I suggest to get special effects. But the only problem is they literally only have like purple left, maybe pink, and obviously red, surprisingly actually. No orange, no yellow, no any stuff. Their hair colors are brilliant. It's so vibrant and like perfect. But because they're a vegan hair dye thing, I guess it's harder and takes longer to make it. Yeah, which kind of sucks. So another thing that some people do is right after they dye their hair, they get it wet. Which this really pisses me off. At school, I'd be sitting on the floor because it's raining outside during lunch. I see people with like pink hair and she's standing out in the rain. She recently dyed it and her hair was gorgeous, and I was like, no, please don't do this to your hair. Don't let it run. I know you think you're cool because you're standing out in the rain, whoa, but don't risk your hair's life. That's basically all. I mean, that's all I really had, this stuff. I feel like this is some kind of haul. Hey guys, no, I just kind of really wanted to help some people out with their hair dye and stuff, because although my sister does it, I know some things. Also, if you're new to dyeing your hair, I would suggest have somebody do it first for you that knows what they're doing, and then you kind of like ask for tips when they're like doing it all and stuff. Most people put their hair up in foil sometimes, but my sister doesn't do that. She just kind of does it everywhere once I have it bleached. And you have to be more careful with your roots mainly, because if you, like what I did, I redid my roots, and then like I dried my hair, and then after that I went and dyed it gray. And my roots, they're pretty gray still, but they still look kind of blondish. I don't know if you can tell. But that's the mistake I did. I was like, oh well. But we can always just retouch it when I re-dye my hair, which will be like 6 months. That's how long this hair dye lasts. Like, it's absolutely amazing. But I will put the links to things down below where I got my hair dye and where you can get other hair dyes and stuff, just in case you don't want to use this. And I will try to find the blonde hair dye I used. I know that they sell it at Walmart and Publix, but the one at Publix, for some reason, is like 100% better and works 100% faster. The one at Walmart is still good, but it doesn't work as fast and stuff. That is the end of my video, obviously. If I helped you in any way, please give me a like, and remember to subscribe. Bye. Love you all. My little nipples. Bye.